We're back for more Skyrim. The game just crashed right after I finished that battle with the Thalmor, so that was nice. And now instead of Thalmor, it's goblins, apparently. A lot of goblins. Holy shit! Get him, my boys. Jesus, what the hell is going on here? Why is there so much shit just fucking everywhere here? What the hell? I'm taking this. It's a lot of health potions too, holy crap. I love this though. The goblin shield is literally just like a fucking piece of wood. I also need to take his stuff. The longbow is literally just like a normal thing. I love this. This is like Stone Age stuff. Pretty cool. And it's something that I really did dislike about Skyrim is that there was no... Are you That's nice. Doggo. I was very confused. Okay. Let's continue forward. This is that one place for the quest. Alright. I guess we haven't prayed to Zenithar yet. Rorikstead. I guess the LODs aren't working for the other mob. For immersive settlements. Because it's not loading anything else except for default Rorikstead. That's what you call good design. See, now it's just popping up. I'm pretty sure it also adds walls, so I could be wrong here. I know for a fact there's at least a gate. See, there's like... See, now like everything's popping in. Yeah, it's really strange. Really? I thought there was a gate. Oh, Thalmor! Hello!
You're interfering with official Thalmor business.
Am I?
Walk away, now. I am a Thalmor justiciar on important business that you are interfering with. We're making sure your Emperor wasn't lying to his elven masters when he agreed the Empire would give up false gods and foolish beliefs. Now go away. Walk away, now. That we are superior to men is an established fact. For example, take this belief in Talos, the ninth divine. Certainly you don't believe such things. Or perhaps there's something you'd like to confess. I don't like you. I think you're a heretic. And so you will die a heretic's death.
Sweet, please murder me.
Never should have
One thing K. Roman hates is the fucking Thalmor.
That's one less thing to watch.
Let's see if the game crashes. Ooh, it does. Uh-huh. Interesting. Corrupt NIF file. Alright. That's something I gotta look into then. That's... Damn. Well, I'm not going to edit through this again, but that's really strange. I can't loot off that elven light armor from that particular thing. It's indicating a corrupt NIF file, which is really strange. I don't know why that would happen. I mean, I did install a Medium Born's remake of it, but yeah, that's really strange. So that's what it crashed earlier when I was off screen. I was trying to loot the Thalmor, and it was just like, oh, you know, the game crashed because of a corrupt NIF file. And I was just like, oh, maybe that was like a one-off thing. It's not, so whatever. I'll probably reinstall a Medium Born stuff. It might have been because I didn't select the black version that the thing didn't really like, fully go through with the stuff, but it's no big deal. I can fix it. It won't be that hard. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's a Medium Born's fault. Oh, and now I'm stuck zooming in. Wonderful. I have no idea. I can't judge the distance. Did I die? Oh no, I'm in the... Murder her. Yep. Wonderful.
Takes care of that.
Okay.
Should we get moving?
Alright. Where might go? Okay. Okay, so like I can take off that normal Thalmor stuff, but once I try to take off like the rest of that, there's an issue. Okay. Definitely gonna have to write that down. That didn't happen. Oh, let me just see real quick if the Steel War Axe bug is still a thing. Yeah, it is.
So, what's the plan?
Actually, I'll just give it
then.
to Atbeer. Yeah, just a strange bug.
Be quick about
I'll fix it. The elven armor might look different from here on out, but that's not really a huge deal. I didn't want to go with the Vanguard stuff because I didn't like the look of the helmet, but that's okay. Whatever, we're good enough.
About time.
That's why you get crash fixes, though, folks. You know exactly why a corrupted NIF file. Actually, I am interested to know something. I want to know if this is actually a fundamental issue with
Need
the
something?
Elven females, or whether it is with like the Thalmor or the armor. So I'm going to do a quick remove all items here. I can't spell, I guess.
Yes.
Okay, it is an issue with the armor. NBD, my
Need
dudes.
something.
Need something?
Okay. Rip.
If you're thinking of setting up to farm, you picked the right place. Secret? What makes you think there's a secret? There are no secrets here, my curious friend. Our prosperity is simply the result of hard work, good fortune, and the blessings of the gods. Have you met Rorik? He owns these lands, and it's from him that our village gets its name. We've been friends for many years now. Rorik fought for the Empire in the Great War. He was gravely wounded, and so was brought before me. I was a healer then, you see. We were as close as kinsmen, and when Rorik returned home, I came with him. I'm happy to spend my twilight years here with my good friend. Take care now.
Did you see those guards? Get out of line and you'll have them to deal with. Do I detect a bit of jealousy in your tone? I would hardly blame you. What calling could be more noble than this?
The farmer?
I see in your eyes that you think I jest. I assure you I don't. I am proud, and rightfully so, of the work we do here. Working the soil with your hands, seeing your seeds take root and grow, tending a herd. There is a joy in honest labor you won't find elsewhere. In Whiterun, mostly. Ennis handles the business arrangements, but I know that he has a few purchasers who give us a fair price. Ennis prides himself on his shrewd business schemes. For my part, I'm far happier working with cattle and crops than with people. All right, then.
Name's Ennis. If you've got friends who do business in Whiterun, they might help me.
Name's Ennis. I love him. side note, Ennis actually never goes to Whiterun.
Good afternoon.
His script never takes him there, which is why the mod commute, I think, was made. Which I did use back in the day, but I decided to not use it. I don't know why that's locked, by the way. It's 4:18. You should still be working. Lazy. How you doing?
Word is the College of Mages is back to normal. There's such a thing for that long.
Hey, asshole, listen. Let's see the messages. We got any interesting? Where's my boy? Looking for pelts. Bandit leader, book collecting, Arcana. Nah. Sabion. I think I can do this one, the giant bounty, depending on where the giant is. Steam Crag? I can do that. Steam Crag is out over here, right? I can do that. I'll do that later. Let's go into the inn. Anyone got some drugs?
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything. I think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
Hey, it's Rorik.
If you've got some business in Rorikstead, you should start by speaking to Juan. Not yet, anyway, though it certainly could. With most of the Hold's fighting men committed to the war, there are fewer swords to keep the road safe from brigands and wild beasts. And of course, as the war drags on and supplies run low, our ample fields and stores of food will make a tempting target for desperate men. The best we can hope for is a swift end to the conflict. The longer the war goes on, the worse it will be for all of us, I'm afraid.
Right, let's see what they serve here.
Yes, that's right. Look around you. Most of the lands you see are mine. Most of this I purchased while my comrades were fighting in the south, helping the Empire against the Aldmeri Dominion. Back then, nothing would grow here, and so the land was worthless. Now, thanks to the hard work and the god's blessings, our farms prosper. Aye, that I did. I commanded a force of several dozen men, most of them levies from villages in this part of the Hold. I damn near met my end in that war. An old merry soldier ran me through with his blade, and left me for dead. A healer named Joanne saved my life. He's been my closest friend ever since. I tell you, that man is a miracle worker. Farewell.
What does that one do?
You want something from me?
Where's little Jerome? You Jerome?
Ah! Oh, you frighten me, traveler. You shouldn't just greet someone unexpectedly. Well, they could just be very polite, or blind or something. Okay, so maybe it is just me getting spooked.
Spooked?
The Stormcloaks used to say the same, but I have a good reason to be. Was a Stormcloak. Now I'm just an ordinary shut-in, never going to leave this inn, as long as Meralki is willing to have me. Maybe I can marry his son, and then they'll let me stay here forever. He's nice enough. Got good hair, good teeth, and the inn will be his when Meralki's gone, so I wouldn't have to pay for a better room. I'm cursed. It's been with me since I was a young child. It's the only explanation for what happened at Helgen. No, this was before. I'd just sworn the oath. But, as one of the less talented sisters, I was tasked mostly with retrieving supplies from the city. It happened on a Morndas. I was traveling on the road west to Helgen, when pearls of snow began to pelt my brow. I no sooner blinked when the snowstorm came thundering from above. Except, there was a piece of black crouched further down the road, a woman wearing a hooded robe, holding a small child. Indeed, I swore an oath to Ulfric Stormcloak, my brothers and sisters, but my oath to the gods came before this menial task. I called out to her. I was relieved when she stood up, but but the relief was short-lived. She scurried off into the forest. It was no place for a child. The sun was dimming, and in the winter, the night is as fast as it is long. The air was cold, but not the kind of cold that pimples your skin. No, this cold was raw enough that you could feel it pass through your teeth, even when your mouth was closed. As I said, no place for a child. So I hurried after her. Best I could tell, she was headed towards the one place every Nord child in Helgen fears. There's a lot of...
Basically, Hag Ravens. Oh, she went there. There was a Hag Ravens.
Darkness. I followed their tracks through the... I called... No. Not loud. The snow... And that's when... It wasn't a rock marker. It was a grave. I did what... When I got back to the camp, the quarter... In truth, no explanation would suffice. Is that what it was? I'm not sure, but I wouldn't put it past me. I am... No. I'll starve to death first. I am a daughter of Skyrim. I don't fear death. I fear fear. And spiders. But everyone's afraid of crawlies. Nobody chooses to starve to death, and neither will I. Not until the choice is between that and leaving this inn. Oh, lots of things, although they usually happen at night. And when I'm alone. I'd go out and help Redlith pick out cabbage heads. Only they wouldn't be... Then maybe... Or maybe I'd visit Rorikstead. Even here...
Jesus,
as if
okay,
someone were
alright.
looking at me from behind them.
If you need a meal or room, I've got both.
Brings you to Rorikstead.
No reason. I heard this place needed a bard, so here I am.
My name's Yarborough, and yes, I do accept tips.
I play Nord music mostly. They don't like it when I play anything else. What can I do for you?
Let's do with bells
You have
on.
excellent taste, my friend. I will be honored.
Orthor the Breton was very poor, and he worked his days at the general store, but every night he'd creep out
All right.
and put on his floppy jester hat.
The hell?
With bells on, he jiggled and juggled with bells on. He forgot his troubles, he forgot his woes, so long as his shoes had curly toes.
Listen to me, stranger, and listen well. The Khajiit caravans are not to be trusted. Sanyon says betrayers shave their rear ends to resemble the Nord ones they are fond of licking. But Zajira, she is loyal to the Thalmor. Her rear end is not shaved.
Oh.
Blight? Zajira does not know what kind of skooma you are having, but she would like you to share. The Saviors brought back the moons to elsewhere. The Eight have crowned them the true rulers of Tamriel. Zajira tells them where to hunt the night. Do you not know? They are the wielders of the dawn magics, ancient spells that brought the moons back to elsewhere and saved all of Tamriel. Oh no, it was never a matter of when, but always a matter of how. The Saviors uncovered the dawn magic, and many of us bore witness to its splendor. Zajira is forever grateful to her golden-skinned friends. Even now, they provide her with the skooma that keeps her close to the moons.
You're right. It's none of your business. How about you keep your nose out of it?
They are traitors.
You'll end up with two daughters who hate you.
So everyone knows they're traitors.
No, not traitors. Traitors! They sell wares and weapons to the worshippers of the false god.
I'm still not following you. Traders sell to all kinds of folk.
It seems the stranger's ears are full of yarn. They are not traders, they are traitors. Betrayers, backstabbers, infidels, dogs.
Ah, there's nothing
What does
like fresh air
skooma
and
feel
honest
like?
labor to
bolster the spirit.
Yes, Zajira does good work too.
There's nothing wrong with
The
a little
bodies were
adventure
some
now
people
and
would.
then.
That was her
Excitement
doing.
in working the soil.
People come to pray to the false god. Zajira sometimes warns them that Talos is but a man. Yet still they pray. Zajira has no choice but to tell the saviors of their blasphemy. She thinks it would be best if they die. Then they can meet Talos in the next world, where he is just another man, scratching himself and smelling his fingers. Yes, Zajira finds Talos worshippers and reports them to Sanyon. She is waiting for her to leave the inn and contact her fellow Talos worshippers. Zajira has alright.
If you've got some
Keep an eye
business in
out for Talos
Rorikstead, you should start by speaking to Yuan.
I swear I saw one dude. Eric.
Sorry, I don't
Do
mean to
yourself
be
a
rude,
favor
but
and don't
Yuan
have
is the one who
children.
deals
They're
with people.
good for nothing at
I'm
all.
afraid I lost charm years ago.
There are rumors.
Oh, here's yours.
You look like you've seen your share of adventure. I envy you that. In fact, maybe you can help me with something. It's true. For as long as I can remember, our crops have always done well.
That's good.
I'm not sure whether it's the soil, climate, or the favor of the divines, but we've never had a poor harvest.
I don't know why that just came up.
Born and raised right here in Rorikstead. My father was a soldier. He fought in the Great War, and when it was over, he retired here to raise a family. My mother passed away when I was just a babe, so he did his best to raise me on his own. It's not the most exciting place in the world, but the people here work hard. They don't cause trouble for anyone. I want to be an adventurer like you. My father says I can't. He says he needs me to stay here and work the farm. And even if he did let me be an adventurer, we couldn't afford to buy armor. His name is Mralki, and he's the innkeeper here. I hope you could change his mind. Thank you. I can't stand the thought of being trapped in this village for the rest of my days.
Hey, yo, Jerome.
If you need a meal or room, I've got both. My son? Eric? What about him? Did something happen? Is he all right?
Let your son choose the life he
But the
wants.
world is a dangerous place. Eric has no idea what he's getting himself into.
Anything I can
What's
pick up
more,
for
he's
you
got
on my
no
next
armor.
trip into the city,
I'll have to
Eric?
save up the money for it.
Thanks for the offer, Juan. But I'm saving up for a new sword.
For your son to grow bitter and resent you?
I cannot deny the truth of what you say. Eric is all the family that I have left, but it's wrong to hold him back as I have. I won't tell Eric that I've changed my mind. I'll see about borrowing some money in Whiterun for his armor.
Do yourself a favor and don't have children.
Did you have any luck?
Good for
Can't
nothing
thank
at
you
all.
enough, friend. I hope you'll come back to Rorikstead soon and pay me a visit. Maybe we can swap stories about our adventures over a mug of ale at the inn.
You're welcome.
I only take real coin here. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
Which one is it?
I
Is it
better
this
get
one?
going.
Nope. Ah, wonderful. Thank you.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Thanks. Bye. Long sleep time, also known as 12 hours. Might as well get the rested bonus for 10 gold. Whee! Oh, hey, it's Lyra Nightingale.
Well met, traveler. I have heard tales of you. Some of them quite fascinating.
Need something? Take a look.
Hold on. You sell things. Before I talk to Lyra, I need things here. Yeah, you got Grand Soul Gems. Ooh, I'll be taking these. Yeah, thanks. I'm gonna keep the Mammoth Tusk because I know I'm gonna need it for later. There are definitely things I don't really need. Yeah, I can probably just sell them to you. It really wouldn't be that much more if I was to keep them and sell them to somebody else. I'm keeping the Goblin Shield for meme purposes. So, that's nice. Hooded Thalmor robes. Okay. Next time, things. Thank you all for watching.